out, move under my feet, yeah. I got that fire inside of me. You ain't seen nothing like this. I got the world at my fingertips. I'm making everyone believe. Let me show you what it's all about. Yeah, watch me now. Yeah, watch me now. Can't keep me locked up anymore, yeah. Breaking through every single door. It's time to settle the score. This is the moment I've been waiting for. You ain't seen nothing like this before. Let me show you what it's all about. Yeah, watch me now. Yeah, watch me now. Oh, watch me now. Yeah, watch me now. Oh, watch me now. Let me show you what it's all about. Yeah, watch me now. Yeah, watch me now. Oh, watch me now. Yeah, watch me now. Yeah, watch me now. Yeah, watch me now. Yeah, watch me now. I felt every high, been hit by every low. So won't you tell me how it's gonna be? I don't know if I'll fly, but I'll keep trying my way. And someday I'll tell you how it's gonna be. I'll never walk alone, no. I feel the fire in my bones, so I'll reach the top no matter what, though, just to hear them roar. So rise up, reach out for the stars and rise up. Keep going, don't be giving your light up. Hoping for tomorrow, from the ashes. Rise up, reach out for the stars, we rise up. No, we won't be giving our light up. Hoping for tomorrow, from the ashes. Rise up, I don't know if I'll fly, but I'll keep
there. Yep. Yep. Waiting. Wait. Yep. Yep. Catch. Wait.
After 2 overs, Thurstonland are 10 without loss,
Yep.
going at a run rate of 4.62. I think I've sorted out the microphone issue, so if you can just give me a thumbs up to let me know it's working, that would be awesome. It's going to be a little bit of commentary throughout the game.
Waiting.
It's a bit straight and tight to the body there. Batter's done well to negate it. Looks like quite a good deck. Hopefully Elland can get a little bit out of the life of the pitch first up here. Maybe the reason Dale decided to have a ball first. Oh.
Hey.
The batter's not going to rub, not going to show that it's hurt him a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, and what a well-played lofted shot over mid-on. And that goes for 4 runs. Thurstonland definitely on a mission here to put a big score on the board. Very aggressive from first up. Obviously Thurstonland being newly promoted this year, going to be new challenging the championship division. I'm looking forward to getting out and hopefully playing them when cricket does start, and if it does start, or if it happens to be 2021, we look forward to playing Thurstonland. Roger seems to be going quite tight here, maybe a bit too straight. Get the batsman playing every ball though. That's 3 overs down. Thurstonland are 15 without loss. They're going at a run rate of 5 runs and over. Very decent effort here. That ball's rised a little bit. Batsmen have to get on top of it. Played nicely off into the offside. Thanks for joining, guys. I see a few more joining as the stream goes along. Appreciate you joining us. I know it's not exactly where we'd want to be on a Saturday. We'd want to be out on the field playing. Just hopefully fills that little bit of a gap. And it's nice to have a bit of engagement with our clubs, our rival clubs, on a different type of platform. Hopefully people enjoy it. It's definitely something that I enjoy doing, and look forward to it going for as long as we can. Obviously for as long as lockdown's on, the streams will be going. Thanks Adrian for joining us. Adrian's been following my personal streams on Twitch, so appreciate you joining. He says you'll be watching all day. Depends how long the game takes, mate.
Wait there.
Caden's come in and restricted the run rate a little bit here this over. Restricted the scoring a little bit. Both Nathan and Sam are going at a good rate here, setting up a good little platform to start off with. And that's a little bit of a commentator's curse, I guess. That Caden's picked up the first wicket. Speaky's caught it. Speaky's had some sensational catches over the last 2 weeks. That's another one to slot into the bag there. Well done, Speaky, for that good catch. Thanks for holding on to it. Nathan's gone for 8, bowled by Caden, caught by Ben Speak. And next up to bat is Khalil Ahmed. Let's see if these two can set up a bit of a platform here.
Yep. Hit ball.
Worked into the leg side there. Batter's getting on the back foot here, trying to punch it through the offside, trying to find the gap. anyone who knows played at Elland before, it's quite a big boundary, one of the bigger boundaries in the Huddersfield League. So any batsman who does find the boundary has played a really good shot. All the bowlers bowled a really bad ball. And that's going to be a wide. No, umpires didn't get away with that one. Lucky to get away without a wide on that ball. Definitely going body line, yeah, trying to tuck the batsman up, not let him have any room.
Yep.
And that's run down to third man for a single. And it's a no ball. No ball, so just to mix it up a bit, a little bit of a free hit for the no balls.
Yep.
Jordan Thackeray, thanks for joining and thanks for the comment. Much appreciated. Thanks for watching. If I'm not mistaken, Jordan was the first man out here. No, Jordan's number 11 for Thurstonland. So
Yep.
might be seen in action a little bit later. I know he's definitely going to be opening bowling. Is there anything in particular you feel like I need to mention over commentary, Jordan? Anything that might be interesting? Who's known as Slow Roll?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, he snapped that through the backward point region, and it looks like it's gone for 4 runs. Caden's not happy with the fact that he's found the edge there, but it's just run away to the boundary. If he's patient and sticks out on that outside offline, you never know, something could be coming. Lucky for some reason Vitality have decided to pick up our sponsoring of our boundary ropes, so thanks to Vitality for sponsoring our boundary ropes. Good tight line outside the off stump, and Sam just leads the ball.
Yep.
And he's found the edge again and it's gone to backward point. Is there a run out chance here? Oh. No. Throw, and Speaker's a bit slow getting into the stumps there. Khalil Ahmed on strike now. Last ball of the over. Oh, and that's a wild ball. Gets the batsman to play and miss on the outside off there. That's over up. So Thurstonland are 31 for 1 after 6 overs, going at a run rate of 5.17.
Yep.
Oh, they're going to sneak a run all the way down to a deep mid-wicket by the looks of it. Interesting field placings in the first 7 overs, yeah.
Yep.
Looks like after that ball, Dale's brought like that long wide mid-on up to restrict that single. Hasn't helped because bowler hasn't bowled to plan there. batsman to play miss there. Hopefully it's going to turn out to be a good game. At this rate, Thurstonland are looking on for about 300 in their 50 overs. That is 8-dot ball.
Wait.
Batsman getting nicely on top of that one, playing it out into the offside.
Yep.
And he's played that one down to
Keeper.
deep square leg. And they sneak, oh, they're looking for two. Speaky can't get to the stumps. Missed the run out opportunity there. Possibly a bit of a wayward throw. Cost the run out there. Seven overs gone. Quite a good over rate here for Elland.
Wait.
Umpires will be happy with that, but getting through the overs quite quickly. Oh, that's well bowled outside off something. Sam to play and miss. Definitely looking for that boundary option on the offside there, Sam.
Yep.
Got on top of that one nicely, played it to point. And again, batsman have snuck through there for a cheeky single.
Yep.
Umar Abbas has been brought into the attack. Let's see if he can do any damage yet.
Waiting. Forward. Waiting.
Good shot out into the offside there. Well played by Khalil. Thurstonland looking decent here. Looking at setting up a good first 10 overs. A little bit of a platform to launch off for the rest of the innings. Key thing here is obviously to keep wickets in hand for those last 10 overs to go big.
Wait there.
That's well played by Khalil out into the offside.
Yep.
gone all professional here with the main headset for the microphone, because it might work a little bit better than the standard earphones that I had. Oh, well bowled by Caden there. Getting it to nip in a bit there. Pitch seems to be doing a bit. Oh. And that's kicked off the pitch a bit. I don't think Sam was expecting that to kick off the pitch as much.
Yep.
Got a few of the Thurstonland gents commenting on the video. Appreciate you guys for joining us. What's umpire got to say about that one? This could be an interesting call. No, umpire's not interested at all. Not having one bit of it. And that's a majestic stroke into the offside there. Fortunately, it doesn't pick up anything.
Yep.
Pulled it a bit too straight there, just worked it out into the leg side, down towards a backward square leg position. So after 10 overs, Thurstonland have set themselves up a decent little bit of a foundation here. 46 for 1 after 10 overs, going at a decent rate, and yeah, decent first 10 overs there. Good, keep the batsman playing outside the off stump there. It's how patient can bowlers be to keep batsmen outside the off stump in club cricket. Always looking for that magic ball.
Yep.
Oh, they're going to try sneak a run there to mid-off. Don't know if it was the best call. They obviously decided against it. Good decision there. Batsman giving himself some room there to try play it out through the offside. Khalil giving himself some space.
Yep.
It's a good little punch into the offside, sneaking through for the single. Oh no, they turned the single down. Camera work, not the greatest.
Yep.
Have to speak to the producer after this. And that's a single out to sweeper on the offside. Rotating the strike, which is good. Keep the scoreboard ticking over, keep that scoreboard pressure on.
Yep.
Oh, the captain's brought himself on, yeah. Thinking he can do the damage. See if he can get some of these rip in.
Right there.
And that's well played out into the offside by Sam.
Yep.
Tucked it into the leg side there, picking up the single down to a forward, oh, yeah, like a deep square leg just in front of square there. played outside, out to the offside there. Good shot. He's found the gap. No, he definitely doesn't bowl 89 miles an hour, Jordan. Don't you worry. That's thanks to my mom for joining in all the way from South Africa. As you can hear, I'm not from the UK, I'm actually from South Africa originally. Moved over here and now I play for Elland. So thanks Mom for joining in and watching the game. At least that is the one nice benefit of having these games broadcasted live over the internet. At least people all over the world can have a look and see. Possibly a thought there for clubs going forward to get their clubs' names out, not only here in Yorkshire but all over the world. Well, that one hasn't got up as much as Khalil was expecting, I don't think. It's just sat a little bit in the pitch. Oh, and he's got him to play and miss outside the off stump there. It's well bowled. Very difficult line to play that one. Looked like Khalil was giving himself some space there to try work it into the offside.
Wait.
It's a good shot. I think that's what he's been looking for the last few balls. Now he just needs to find the gap. Got on the back foot punch there into the offside.
Yep.
Yeah, Speaky, that's true. By the time he bent his back and got over 90. Just once he's bent his back, he's not going to bend it back the other way, so he's able to stand up straight. Oh. Don't know what happened there. Bit of an edge onto the pad, back down. One for the over from the umpire. Interesting call, that one.
Yep, catch.
Oh. He's chipped it down to long off for the single. Rotating the strike nicely here, just punching the ball into the gaps and just picking up the singles. It's a good effort. It's very clever batting here as well. Sam going nice here, 33 off 36 balls. Keeping the strike rotating.
Wait.
Khalil also going alright here, 15 off 34 balls. A long way to get around to that ball. (59 or 14 overs). So going well here. Played a good hook shot almost down to fine leg there. Umpire's gone one for the over. He's not happy with the height on that ball. Batter's done well to get on top of it. If he keeps the ball out there, might find the edge in the next few balls. Keep testing the batter. Keep Khalil playing outside the off stump there.
Yep.
It's a good punch for one into the offside. Once again, just rotating strike, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Oh, and that's a big shot. Luckily, he's missed that one. He hasn't got an edge on it.
Right there.
Tucked it nicely into the leg side there, but got nothing for it.
Yep.
Let's run that one down to third man for a single. We have Ben Stokes bringing on the drinks for Elland. Wasn't good enough to make the starting 11, so gave him the drinks to bring on. Hasn't proved his worth, and he also hasn't paid his subs, so didn't make it into the team today, unfortunately. Dell having a big shout there for a ball that's clearly not even going close to the stumps.
Yep.
It's a good sweep shot towards like a mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket region. It's well played. Some good cricket on show, yeah. How's that one miss the stumps? Yep, that shadow batting, that's what we should be looking to do, Sam. Especially since you've got yourself off to a good start here. Don't want to be throwing it away.
Waiting.
And he's gone for the sweep shot again, but got nothing for it. Guess he's going for the high risk, high reward option here.
Yep.
And that's a good shot to sweeper for one. Get himself on strike for the next over. They've brought Dale's brought me back on. Bit of a change up here. So he decided to come around the wicket, change up the line of attack. Sam negating and getting on top of the bounce there well. Oh. Pushing onto that front foot. Bowler's trying to look for the edge here.
Yep.
It's got the edge, but it's run all the way down to third man. Must say, the quality of cricket so far in this game has been really good from both sides. Thurstonland off to a good start, 66 for 1 after 16. looking to set themselves a base
Yep.
so they can probably launch in the last 10 overs. Khalil's just
Keeper.
pull that to deep square leg, get a slip in. Yeah, I would if I had control over it, but just keeping it fluid at the moment.
Waiting.
Tuck that into the leg side again from Khalil. Don't think he tucked it tight enough. He obviously wanted to tuck it towards that square leg region so he could pick up a single.
Waiting.
Well played onto the leg side there.
Yep.
I think that's what he was looking for, the ball before, just to tuck it into that gap between mid-wicket and long on to keep that strike rotating, keep the scoreboard ticking over, and keeping the pressure on Elland here in the field.
Nice.
Oh, a little sneaky single there, a bit slow to react there. Good clever cricket here from Thurstonland.
Waiting.
Nothing there.
Yep.
Just once again, for the people that are watching, appreciate you joining in from wherever you are. I know it's something different, but yeah, we do appreciate you joining the stream and watching it. Hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully it's something that just grows, something that grows interest in the game.
Waiting.
Oh, nothing there to the leg side. Still very tight into the batter there. Maybe a bit straight. Oof. Sam's not wanting to show any weakness there by rubbing that one. Batsman just asking if he's fine. Sam says, "No, I'm fine, just get on with it."
Yep. Catch.
Is he
Keeper.
trying to go for the short stuff into his ribs again, but played that well and pulled it. Say another run out opportunity they missed. And a dot ball.
Yep.
For those of you watching, commentating is kind of a new thing for me. Giving it a try, seeing what it's like. Not the easiest, because you never know when to shut up or when to talk. Find that balance, I guess. Half of you probably won't even
Yep.
know what I'm saying half of the time. And that's a well played shot from Khalil. Is it going to beat? No. Cut it off just before it's got to the boundary. Another over gone here. Thurstonland are 79 for 1 after 19 overs.
Waiting.
Going at a steady run rate here, 4 runs and over. Gives that ability to really launch off in those last 10. Or I suppose if Khalil looks like he's wanting to launch from now, it's a really well played shot over the extra cover region for 4 runs there. Well played. Oh, that one's just missed the off stump. They'll be kicking himself that one's just missed the off stump. No need to play that one. So Khalil's just left that one. Not even thinking of playing it.
Wait there.
And that's 20 overs up. Thurstonland going well here. 83 for 1 after 20 overs.
Yep.
And that's a single to deep square leg. So they Thurstonland are doing well here, just rotating the strike and keeping the scoreboard ticking over.
Yep. Catch.
Oh, he's gone for the big one. Has he found the gap there? Yep, and that goes for 4 runs. Really well played, good shot towards a deep backward square leg region there. Flicked it off his pads. A ball that deserved to be dispatched. See a few guys joining in here. My brother being smart and saying this commentator is brilliant. Don't know about that, but thanks anyway. And then Shabir says shot K. Yeah, it was definitely a very good shot to the backward square leg region there. Very, very good shot. It was a ball that definitely needed to be dispatched. So he decided to change to around the wicket, change the line of attack here.
Waiting.
And that is over up. Thurstonland 88 for 1 after 21 overs here. We're due a collapse. Is that pretty stock standard, George? What happens normally in a game? Dug that one in a bit shorter, getting it to rise. Every game.
Yep. Catch.
So I suppose inconsistency is the word. Oh, great shot from Sam. Takes him to 49 off 59 balls, if I'm not mistaken. 49 or 59 balls. That is a great shot over the extra cover region there. Sorry, 49 off 60 balls. Oh. He just pushes onto the front foot at that one. Probably didn't need to try play that one. Just leave it, especially sitting on 49.
Wait.
Oof. Looking to get that single. Oof, on the back foot there. That's one of those ones that tends to just roll through, take out the stumps. Got lucky there and it actually stayed up a little bit.
Wait.
Struggling to find that single to bring up his 50. And that is another over up. Oh, and Rohan Randauer is on.
Wait.
Normally gets through his overs quite quickly. His overs done before some people have got to their boundary position. Ooh. Maybe pulled that one a bit wide, yeah. Umpire's given that one a wide.
Yeah, catch it.
And that's well played. A good, well played drive there for 4 runs. Taking Thurstonland closer to 100 here. They'll need to be looking for a breakthrough here. Sounded like a bit of an inside edge onto the pad there. Umpire's not interested. Oh, played and miss, and just missed off stump there.
Waiting.
So you've still got 14 people watching. It's good to have a little bit of an audience. Nice to know that people are joining in.
Yep.
I know it's not necessarily everyone's cup of tea this, but might as well give it a go, try to do something a little bit different.
Right there.
Oh, and Sam's given it away. Sam's given it away. He's pulled it to mid-wicket there. Just hasn't got on top of that one like he has all the way through his innings. And that's a good catch there, really good catch. Caught by Reese, bowled by Umar. Sam out for 49, well batted. Team probably needed you to stick in for a little bit longer there. Russell, captain of Thurstonland, up to the crease here now.
Yep.
Oh, he's got away with a bit of an inside edge there, and it's beaten the fielder to the boundary there. The drip. Give us a bit of insight into that name, the drip. Jordan, if you wouldn't mind.
Waiting.
It's good to have a bit of these insights. played. Just a nice punch to mid-off there. Should be saying, right, that's it, 120 all out. Hopefully not.
Yep.
This rate probably looking at about 220 odd after the 50 overs.
Keep up.
But you never know, hey, cricket is a very funny game.
Wait there.
It's a good little punch to mid-off there. Doesn't pick up anything, but a really good good shot there. Well played. Another over up, another over down, and Thurstonland are 105 for 2 after 24 overs here, so almost halfway through the innings. And I would say quite a decent score at this part of the game. Just depends on how Thurstonland kick on here now towards the end.
Wait.
Little nudge into the leg side there. Khalil's also batting well. Can he get himself to that 50?
Wait there.
See, 15 people are watching. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being involved. Oh, got another crowd member. Another crowd member's just joined, so we're up to 17 now. It's good to see the involvement, and it's nice to, yeah, almost be able to have an audience at this time. Hopefully soon we can all come together and actually have a game of cricket in real life once COVID has decided to disappear. So good shot down to long off there, just rotating strike. Keep rotating strike, the score could be a good score after 50 overs here.
Yeah.
All worked into the leg side there, picking up the single. Up to 21 people now. It's good effort. Thanks for everyone who's joined in. Appreciate it. Taking time out of your day to have a watch.
Waiting.
Do you have any score predictions from people that are watching? Be interesting to get a few people's score predictions for Thurstonland here. Oh, good tight bowling outside the off stump there. Adrian thinks 190 off for Thurstonland.
Oh.
Trying to sneak a single there. Good call. Good call that not to take that one on. Definitely would have been a run out there. .400. Jeez, that's an optimistic shot there, Leo. I like it though. Open-minded thinking. 400. Need someone to kick on big time here if gonna reach 400. 235 should be. Not a bad guess, I would say. I think that's very reasonable. 235 could be on here. Oof, well bowled. Playing miss outside the off stump there. Probably not a ball you want to be playing at. Bit of a risky one to be playing at, but Khalil's looking to get to his 50 here.
Yep. Catch.
Oh, he's lofted that one out towards the leg side, and he's picked up 4 runs there. Really good shot from Khalil. Taking himself to 44 there now, 6 runs away from that 50. Ball's disappeared onto the road there.
Yeah. Ballers. Wait.
Tucked it into the leg side there, looking to pick up those singles just to rotate strike. Get himself off strike, reset at the other end to push onto that 50. Looking for that same scoring option just on that leg side there, towards like a square leg region. Get himself off strike.
Waiting.
And that is over up. Thurstonland 113 for 2 after 27 overs here. So 23 overs left. 23 overs left. Looking like it could be a decent score here after the 50 overs. Probably looking at about that 235 mark, Shabir. Probably decent shot there, 235. So you need one of these two to push all the way through the innings, get themselves a big score, keep themselves as like a support base for the rest of the batsmen that come in.
Wait.
Oof. Played into the leg side there, looking for that gap, just hasn't timed it well enough.
Wait there. Yep.
Just found the gap there, that backward point region. Picked up themselves a single there, or they picked up 2. They just picked up 2 there. Well played, Russell.
Yep.
Just tucking it into the leg side there for a single. Keep that strike rotating. Get Khalil on strike here so he can look. Oh, he's picked up 2 again. Sorry, commentator is not picking up what's going on in the game here. Oh, good tight bowling. Difficult line to play that.
Waiting.
Just nudges it into the offside there for a dot ball, but the idea is good. Trying to find a gap there on the offside.
Yep.
Played the ball with the spin there. Oh, can they pick up a few runs here for the misfield? And he's picked up 2 there. Takes him that little bit closer to that 50.
Yep. Keepers.
So he's now 1 run away from 50 runs. 1 run away from 50 runs is Khalil. It's a good effort. Russell looking just to support him here.
Yep.
Keep that strike rotating. It's good positive cricket here from Thurstonland so far.
Yeah.
Tucked it to square leg there, and that should be Khalil's 50 up. Well batted, really well batted. Raising his bat to the fans in the crowd. Found the edge there, but hasn't gone to a fielder unfortunately. That's the end of the over, and Thurstonland are 122 for 2. And there are 21 overs left. Oh, Jacob Bauer's on to come and have a go. Trying to pick up a wicket here. Bit of an impact bowling change, I would say, from Dale.
Yep. Catch.
First shot up from Khalil is to hit Jacob over the top of extra cover for 4 runs. I was going to have to change his plan of attack here. Can't afford to give Khalil any room. It looks like he's just going to dispatch you. Definitely well batted from Khalil, Jordan. Done well here. Just needs to keep going for Thurstonland's sake.
Waiting.
For our sake at Elland, need to try find a way of getting him out. Well played along the ground down to mid-off.
Yep.
Ball work to square leg there for a single.
Waiting.
Definitely looking at just keeping almost that scoreboard ticking over, whilst not taking too many risks, waiting for the bad ball. Seems to be the plan of attack from Thurstonland here. Find some teams just want to go half for leather from ball 1, but it seems like Thurstonland have got a very well worked plan here for their innings. Ben Stokes bringing on the drinks again. I know this is probably the only part of the game that's unrealistic, and thinking of how I can change it. Maybe instead of getting 11 players from each team, just having 12 players in each team, and then I can have obviously one of your normal squad members as the 12th
Yep.
man.
Hey.
Oh, he's got under that and hit it over the top of backward point for 4 runs. Really well played. Definitely got his eye in here now. I think he's looking for a big score here, is Khalil. Taking no prisoners. Ball playing miss outside the off stump there. Is that a wicket? Yes, and Dale's picked up the important breakthrough, dismissing Khalil, caught by Speaky. Speaky is on fire here with the catches that he's taking behind the stumps. Seems very alert and ready this season. Looked like Khalil was just trying to play that one behind, or like towards backward square leg to pick up a single. Unfortunately, he's found himself just chipping it up to a silly leg position for Speaky to pick up the catch.
Waiting.
Rest in peace, Elland's away dressing room. Angry lad. I'm sure I've sat in the home dressing room before and seen some scenes, so I'm sure the dressing room will be used to some scenes in there. I wouldn't hold it against him for being angry. Batted well. So he just looked for that one shot too many and got himself out.
Yeah,
And with
catch
that
it.
wicket, it brought, if I'm not mistaken, it's Thomas Broom to the crease. For Thurstonland. Yeah, Thomas Broom has been brought to the crease after that dismissal. I think Elland need a few more breakthroughs here, just to tide the flow a little bit. Either a few more wickets or just a few tide overs here. It's a good pull shot. Unfortunately, it hasn't found the boundary. Russell picked up another 2 runs there. Captain will probably now be taking the lead role in this partnership, just looking at making sure keep the ship steady here, push all the way through till that 50th over. Oh, it snuck through bat and pad there. Just lunged on that front foot and then pushed at the ball, and it's managed to get in between both. Can Dale make another breakthrough here? All played to the offside there from Thomas Broom. I think Thomas will just be looking to support his captain here, to just make sure Thurstonland get through to that 40 over mark so they can push on a little bit. Big shot here. Umpire's not interested, not having that for 1 second.
Yep, catch.
Big shot over extra cover there for 4 runs. Well played by Thomas there. He's not sticking around by the looks of it. He's had enough, he's just going to go after it. Still got 16 people watching. Once again, I just say thanks for joining us and watching the game. hopefully you understand me and hopefully you enjoy the bit of commentary. Dale having another shot there. Umpire's not interested again. Something that we don't get in club cricket is Hawkeye. So nice to see that it's being used in this live broadcast. It's an interesting conversation that actually how as clubs do we differentiate ourselves from one another, what makes one club different from the other, how are we going to help grow the game of cricket. It's all things kind of been thinking about whilst COVID's been happening, because obviously cricket clubs are very difficult entities to manage, and obviously need supportive communities to keep the club going. So interesting conversation in terms of how you do that and how you manage to keep the club going in a time like this. Is the umpire going to give a leg bye for that? I'm sure he will do. Yep, leg bye. Umpires are on form today. They've been with the game all the way through so far. I think another big thing that's going to come from this whole COVID thing is clubs supporting one another and clubs almost engaging with clubs more. It's the whole idea behind this live streaming is just involving clubs that almost wouldn't normally get ourselves involved with off the field. So yeah, a little bit of engagement. It's good to have a bit of community around the game of cricket and not just be so self-obsessed with your own club, because ideally that's how cricket's going to survive, is if we all support one another, if we all keep one another going through not only this period but when it gets back to normal. Power just trundling in there, just putting it outside off, hoping Russell will have a go at it. Russell's not interested though, he's just watching it go past. Yeah, Tom, sorry, I've just seen your comment on the live stream now. It was definitely a big shot to get off the mark, but it was a well played shot, to be fair. Does it represent you all, that?
Yep.
I appreciate the little bit of engagement on the chat as well. Whole idea of these live streams is to get as much engagement and involvement from people watching the video. Well, sorry, not the video, the live stream. Biggest joke of the day is my Chinese cut on ball number 2. I think guys pay more attention to this than what they do the live game, because in the game tend to not watch a lot of cricket. We just be there, and then when it's our time to bowl the bat, then that's when we kind of switch on. Whereas it seems that people pay a bit more attention to what's going on in the stream.
Yep.
Well, I'm surprised the umpire's not checking that where Dale's landing in the crease there, getting a bit close to that outside line. Gone for 4, so Thurstonland are going well here, setting themselves a good little score here, 153 for 3 after 35 overs, going at a run rate of 4.37. punch into the offside there from Russell. Probably looking at 2. Yep, they've snuck through for 2. High score for 3 years. Well, with that extravagant shot over the top of extra cover, it's a good omen, that. It's good to see the engagement here from the Thurstonland boys.
Yep.
Just checking his stance and grip there, making sure he's comfortable. Oh, no ball. I was wondering what was happening there. No celebration for taking wicket, but yeah, he's bowled the no ball. Umpires picked it up.
Yep. Catch.
Oh, he's gone for the big shot straight back over the bowler's head, and that's 4 runs. That's a really, really well played shot. Every team's got that person that runs everyone out. I'm sure Speaky will agree.
Wait there.
Still got 19 people watching. Definitely the biggest crowd Elland CC first team has had for a little while. Hopefully we can grow that crowd from week to week. My goal is to try to reach like 100 people, 200 people watching on a weekend, just to get the image of the club out, and also just to grow the game and to approach audiences and engage audiences that we wouldn't normally engage. Aaron, I think Dale looks like he's lost weight. Must have been the self-isolation diet. Kev, that's a good observation. I know guys mentioned it last week. I think even Dale said himself last week that he's looking good on this game. Unfortunately, that's as much as I could edit the player.
Yeah.
Camera takes off £10. Takes off a little bit more than that, I rate. Thanks for joining, Kev. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Now, Kev is a man who knows about every single cricket bat I think there is on planet Earth. If you had to ask Kev about a cricket bat, he'd be able to tell you the weight, the grains, the colour, the size, anything you wanted to know about bats. Kevin's your man to go to.
Waiting.
Wow. Wow, wow. The banter coming from the Thurstonland lads on this chat is unreal. I can imagine that name after a few drinks could get
Waiting.
quite tough to mention, Thurstonland. I think could be closer with his guess of 235
Wait,
or his prediction of 235 for the score at the end of this innings. It's looking like that could be on.
Waiting.
Need to give it a vest with these jokes. Need to give it a more than a vest with these jokes.
Yeah, catch.
Oh, gone up and over, and that's 4 runs. Tom's looking destructive here. He then practices his straight drive along the ground after. Wasn't happy with the fact that he went over the top there and took that little bit of risk. Oh, Bowers tried to roll that one out of the side of his hand, and it's just gone for wide.
Wait there. Hit bowler.
After 38 overs, Thurstonland 176 for 3. This
Wait.
is it's going to be interesting to see what happens this over. Need a wicket in this over to change the course of action here. Need a wicket in this over.
Waiting.
No, Dale won't be happy with only the 1 wicket in 10 overs. He'll be definitely looking for more than just 1 wicket.
Wait there.
Just tuck that into the leg side. Looking to get off strike here, get Tom back on strike to be hitting over the top again.
Yep, catch it.
He's gone over the top there. It's another good shot for 4 runs. Good shot from Russell there. Over extra cover for 4. Some good expansive cricket here.
Yep, catch it.
Oh, 1 bounce 4 there. 1 bounce 4, so that's 2 boundaries in a row. Just flicked it off his legs. Some really good strokes here in this over.
Wait.
So 11 overs to go. Thurstonland 184 for 3.
Yep.
Going at 4.72 and over. Need a few
Keeper.
wickets here to just change the flow of the game a little bit. Elland are going to be looking for that. Thurstonland will be happy with the momentum that they've got. Just be looking to carry it on over into the last 10 overs. Maybe up the ante a little bit in the last 10.
Yep. Keeper.
Pushes that out to sweeper for, is that a 2? I think he's got himself 2 runs there. Oh, good slow ball there from Bauer, trying to deceive the batsman. Just wasn't directed well enough. slower ball Yorker. Oh,
Yes,
not enough pace on that one to get it carrying all the way through to the keeper. Just fall short.
Yep.
Punches that to sweeper for.
Keeper.
Is he going to get 2 here? Yep. I think he might have only found himself a single there. This is. Does this go to his average? Depends. You guys can put it to his average if you want to. Oh, through the gate. Fortunately, hasn't bowled in there.
Yep.
Good punch out there towards sweeper again. Really rotating the strike ball here. Thurstonland look happy with just keeping the strike rotating, keeping that scoreboard ticking over,
Wait there. Yeah.
and putting the scoreboard pressure on Elland here for the last little bit.
Yep.
And he's just whipped that off his legs. Whipped that off his legs. Great shot. 4 runs. Taking that score a little bit closer to the 200 mark. So at this point now, it's maybe looking like Shabir was a little bit off. Could be looking at a bit more than just 235. That sounds good off the bat there. Nice little whip off the legs into the leg side. To be fair, it looks like James the groundsman has prepared a really good pitch here.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he'd be expecting a good score in this game. And that's another over up. 9 overs down. Oh, sorry, 9 overs left. And Thurstonland will just be looking to keep going like they are, and try pick up as many runs as they can in these last 9 overs. Faisal Javed has come on, one of our new signings for this year. Looked very handy in the nets before pre-season. Kieran, this your addition to join the TMS commentary team. I'm up for anything. I'm always up for a challenge. Wouldn't say it's my audition. Probably be a bit more prepared than I am for this. This is just me just sitting on the couch at home, watching the game, giving it a little bit of verbal diarrhea whilst I'm watching it. It's actually essentially me just thinking out loud whilst watching the game. Just the clean version. Oh, he's whipped that off his legs. Has he found the gap? Yeah, he's found the gap, and that is 4 runs. Good little crowd at the clubhouse there. Those are all the people that came for bowls this morning that have stuck around to watch Elland play some cricket. Erin got a new bat, she wants everyone to know. I'm surprised she hasn't joined this live feed. Both Kev and Erin joined us for pre-season nets.
Yeah.
Like I said, if there's a man that you want to speak to cricket bats about, it's definitely Kev. I think he knows about every single cricket bat there is on planet Earth. Russell will be looking to get his 50 here. Tom looking to match him.
Yep.
What's my favourite biscuit? Well, definitely probably Tim Tams from Oz. They're quite decent. But English, if I had to go English, definitely Jaffa Cakes. And then my favourite South African biscuit is they're called Romany Creams. Absolutely quality. So yeah. Well batted to Russell there. He's brought up his 50 off just 58 balls. Really good effort here. Good knock from the captain. Keeping Thurstonland ticking over here. If anyone else has got questions for me, I'm more than happy to answer, as long as they're not anything extraordinary or ridiculous. It's well bowled outside off stump there, getting Russell to play and miss. Looking for that outside edge.
Wait.
Good tight line, looking to attack the stumps, making sure Russell has to play at every ball here. Not bad tactics. Still got a crowd of 19 people. Really good effort here from everyone that's joined in. It's good to see so many people watching.
Ballers!
It was just something that I thought might be good, and I appreciate the fact that everyone's getting involved. I've really enjoyed the effort from the two clubs, or the three clubs that had involvement with so far. Had Marsden first week, had Holmfirth the second week, and then obviously Thurstonland now, and it's been really good. Really enjoyed having that bit of engagement with the clubs, and appreciate the effort from the clubs to get involved with us.
Waiting.
Talking of biscuits, go and get some teas in. Can definitely agree with Kieran about Kev's bat knowledge. Yeah, he says someone that agrees with me. Thanks for that, Aaron.
Yep. Catch!
Oh, it's gone over the top there, and that's 4 runs. He's picked up 4 runs. A really good shot. Java Defo getting 100 against us again. We'd love it if Faisal could pick up 100 here in this game. Definitely need someone, by the looks of this, to get a big knock in. That was a really good shot over the top of extra cover there for 4 runs. Russell's seen the ball like a beach ball. It's gone risky there, playing the sweep to a ball that's pitched way outside off stump. "22 watching, flipping hell. Decent crowd out today.
Waiting.
Big crowd out, enjoying the sun.
Yep. Catch! Yep.
For those of you that are watching, if I can make a small request, if you're watching it on your TV, or if you're watching on your laptop or iPad or whatever, if you wouldn't mind just taking a picture of your setup and then just send it to me via WhatsApp on the number that I'm putting in this group, just to put on social media, just to show the little bit of engagement. Obviously make sure in your Well, yeah, if you put it up on Instagram, if you could just tag Elland Cricket Club, and then I can just share it on our story, or if you're just going to send it to me via WhatsApp, then I'll post it up onto our Insta along with your username, so you get tagged in it, just to up that community engagement, and show people what clubs are trying to do, and that clubs are getting involved with one another to get stuff up and running. Off to record another batch review. Shared this game on my Instagram, but we'll keep the game on in the background. Keep up the good work, Karen. Thanks for that, Kev. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the fact that you've shared it. It's good to get people in watching that maybe necessarily wouldn't watch Elland or Thurstonland or any club for that matter on a Saturday. It's good to just have that involvement, so I appreciate that. Oh, and Russell's tried to get on top of that one, maybe just that little bit wide and beating the bat. 220 here for 4 after 45. Well, not 45 just yet, one more ball to go in this over.
Wait.
Okay, so 220 for 3 after 45 overs, 5 overs to go. Could be looking at about 260 odd, yeah, 250 odd, depending on these last 5 overs and what the form of attack is. Oh, gone for the big shot there, Tom.
Yeah, catch.
6 runs there, so definitely looking at going big for these last 5. Looking to put a big score on the board. Good flick off the legs there. Obviously got a lot of power on those wrists to just flick it off the legs. Been keeping himself active in these COVID times. Oh, he's gone for the big reverse sweep. Or the switch hit. Don't know what you want to call that, because he kind of switched. Yeah, it's probably a switch hit. Yeah, there he's gone. Look, that one looked a little bit questionable, but umpires said Tom's had to go. Good effort there, good knock, 42 or 42, bowled by Faisal, well bowled Faisal, and now we've got Shamir Malik coming to the crease. Big effort here from the lad. Can he put on a big score at the last little bit here?
Yep.
Oh, off the mark first ball. Big shot into the leg side there, first ball up. Oh, missed run out opportunity there from Faisal. Wasn't close enough to the stumps. Lost the wicket there. 228 for 5 now. And if I'm not mistaken, that is Greg Holmes. Yeah, Gregory Holmes. Lost Shabir Malik there. Can these two stick through to the end now? Another Saturday afternoon wasted. At least you don't have to worry too much. You can just sit on your couch and watch now for the rest. He snuck a 4 runs there off the edge. Bowler's not going to be happy with that one, I can tell you right now. That will frustrate the bowler to his absolute core. 232 here. Definitely looking like a decent score here from 50 overs. Oof. That one's got up a bit. Definitely looking at going body line here, not allowing the batsman any room to get a shot off. Leg by there, signalled by the umpire. To be fair, umpires have been quite sharp today. It's a good effort from the league umpires. Oh, and that's gone over the top of the stumps. Played and missed. And that's the end of the over, and Thurstonland are 233 for 5 after 47, going at 4.96 and over, so they are definitely looking at about 260 odd here I rate, which will set up a very good second half here, and will test Elland's batting capabilities out. What does an Englishman put in his hands to guarantee there's a wicket next ball? That is a joke question from my brother, I'm guessing, and I'm sure he's going to be telling us the answer. What does an Englishman put in his hands to guarantee there's a wicket next ball? Please would you tell us, Gareth? My brother is also joining us from South Africa, taking time out of his studies to have a little bit of a watch.
Wait there.
Either time out of his studies or from playing Call of Duty Warzone, either one. Faisal's been the wicket taker here. He's come on and made an impact.
Bowler!
Just run a single out there to deep mid wicket. Faisal getting the ball back into Speaky's gloves, making sure batsmen don't think of anything there. Oof, a little bit of a leading edge. A bat, oh my goodness. Wowzers. Gareth, you do know that the crowd that are watching at this particular moment in time are all English mostly. Not going to be happy with that comment. Oof. Playing this on the offside there, just ball hasn't got up. Stuck underneath. Be looking to get onto the front foot next ball. Looks like he practiced that in his shadow batting there after that ball. Well played, just tucked it into the leg side there down towards fine leg. Oh, that one's climbed a bit, got a bit of bounce off the pitch there. James has definitely prepared a good pitch here. Roger's not happy at all that hasn't found the edge. He's not going to be happy with the fact that he hasn't taken a wicket in his allotment of overs. Just for the Thurstonland guys that are watching, and Elland guys, and anyone else that's watching, obviously in a normal league game, bowlers are allowed to bowl 15, but in this game I couldn't adapt the rules to allow bowlers to have 15 overs with a 50 over limit. It limits the bowlers to 10 overs, so yeah, bowlers in this game will have 10 overs. I was trying to find a way to do it, it wasn't letting me have it.
Catch it!
whipped off his legs for 4 through the mid-wicket region. Well played, good shot there. That brings that over to a close with 1 over left. Dale has brought Umar of us back into the attack here, hoping that Umar can have a nice tight over here to restrict Thurstonland under 260 here.
Yep, catch!
Good shot first up. Big shot out towards the sweeper region. Looking for that boundary. After this over, do you guys want me to pause it a bit, or should I just get it going straight on to the second innings? Just a little bit of feedback in the chat if you're able to.
Yep.
Just whip that off his legs for another boundary here. So that 260 is looking on at the end of 50 overs. Thurstonland have done really well here. Set themselves a good score in the first innings for Elland to try chase down. Oh, big shot. Playing this outside the off stump there. Whip that on the leg side again, and it's found the boundary once again. 4 more runs. Some good batting here. Been a well thought out and well planned innings and game plan here from Thurstonland in these 50 overs. He's just whipped it off his legs again, found the boundary once more. So that is 262 for 5 after 50 overs, which means Elland need 263 in their 50 overs. It's going to be a big effort here from Elland to chase the score down. Reasonably good deck, I would say though, so it should be doable. I'm just going to leave the highlights playing in case anybody wants to have a look at any of them, and then we'll get on to the second innings of the game. It's going to be a big second innings here. It's going to be entertaining and hopefully going to be some more runs scored. So obviously with the second innings coming into play, it would be good to still have obviously as much input as possible in terms of score prediction. I want to find out if you think Elland can do it or not. It'd be good to have a little bit of input on that. And yeah, just once again, I see there's still 19 people watching. Appreciate you joining us and getting involved. Once again, thank you to Thurstonland for joining in and getting involved. We do appreciate it, and it's good to grow that community around cricket. So thanks so much for that. And you've got another over in the back of highlights, and then we're going to be moving on to the second innings. Highlights package, which you wouldn't normally get from a club game. Yeah, you can look through the scorebook at tea time. It doesn't give you much detail other than the fact that you've either done rubbish or done really well. Nothing in terms of what the shots look like. So this is something different for club cricketers. Elland do decent teas, yeah. It's a decent tea. It's a nice spread. Generally just a spread that's got different little hand like picky snacks, with a few little different things to latch yourself onto: sandwiches, pork sausages, pork pies, a few little sweets, sweet puddings, chocolate cakes. Yeah, so it's a decent tea, and obviously it's always good to get in after first innings, just to have a bit of a break and put your feet up. So we're getting started here now. Reese Newman and Greg Alexander to the crease, and it's Lee Booth opening up the bowling here for Thurstonland. Reese looking to just get his eye in first ball, just getting on top of it, just watching it onto the bat. Oh, good bit of sea movement there. Reese not going to rub that one, doesn't want to show that it maybe stung a little bit.
Right there.
Punch that to the offside for nothing. What are Thurstonland teas like, Jordan?
Right there.
Just picking the fielders here. Needs to look at finding the gap. Make sure to keep the strike rotating.
Yep.
There we go, found the gap, get himself off strike, get that scoreboard started. Greg last week got run out by Reese, so he'd be looking not to get run out this week. Hoping he doesn't get run out again. Oh, he's played a big shot first up. Not sticking around obviously is Greg, but frustrated from last week, so throwing the bat at the ball here. Still got 19 people watching, still got a decent crowd in here. Thanks for joining, thanks for watching, thanks for getting involved. Thanks for all the chat on the live chat here as well. Good to have that little bit of community and involvement. Oh, nice and sharp, son. And to the Thurston guys, in terms of what the players look like, I obviously wasn't too sure what people look like, so I've kind of just gone with a base model, maybe change the colour of hair here and there. So if you don't look like yourself or as close to yourself as you thought you might, I apologise, but yeah, I didn't have access to what you guys look like. Definitely Speaky loves a bit of cheese. I think he uses about 500 rolls of cheese when he's making lunches for Elland.
Yep.
Reese and Greg being very cautious here in the chase, looking at going very smartly about the chase, but maybe very almost too cautious. We'll have to see how the chase evolves here.
Yeah.
Good shot there, pulled it to deep square leg. and got the single. It's hopefully what they're going to be looking to do all the way through. Just keep the strike rotating. Lee Booth bowling here again, looking to put the batters under a bit of pressure. Oh, well bowled. Could see movement off the deck there. Cutting Reese in half.
Right there.
And Thurstonland guys, I'm not too sure. Do you still have Adidas as your like kit supplier? Lee loves an early wicket. Well, hopefully not in this game. Hopefully get through without Lee getting a wicket. Don't think the Elland lads will be hoping for a wicket for Lee. Punch with the back foot there. Reese is going to have to look at getting that scoreboard ticking over a bit more. Need the runs on the board.
Right there.
And Elland are 4 without loss after 3 overs. Might have to look at pushing the scoring on here a little bit. It's still early on obviously, but when chasing a score of 263 in 50 overs, definitely need a good first bit to get yourself off the ground here. Greg's whipped that into the leg side and he's picked himself up 2 runs. Greg looks like he's the aggressor in this partnership. Reese looks like he's just going to be taking it steady, making sure he stays in. Well bowled. Could see movement again. Well bowled there, keeping that ball outside off stump, keeping batters playing at the ball, looking for that edge. Another play and miss there from Greg, looking for the boundary option here by the looks of it. Reese has run that one down towards like a backward point region. He's picked up a run, got himself strike. Get Greg back on strike to keep that scoreboard moving.
Yeah, catch.
back foot punch there into the offside by Greg, looking to find that gap just to keep that strike rotating. Maybe just not timing it as well as he wanted to.
Wait there. Yep.
12 after 5, 13 after 5.2 overs here. Elland will be looking to maybe up the run rate a little bit. Thurstonland will be happy with the start they've got. Looking very good here. Looking very good. Reese is happy to just keep pushing that ball into the offside. Maybe looking to get his eye in a bit more and then maybe set off. We'll have to see. Oof. Not risking a single there. Get you in here first change, fella.
Right there.
Good game plan set out here by Thurstonland, restricting the runs nicely. Jack is in here next. Bowling change. I don't control the bowling changes, everything is simulated by the computer.
Waiting.
So Thurstonland, that's all up to the computer who brings the bowlers on. If I was controlling the game, I could control who comes on next, but yeah, I'm letting the computer almost keep it going with who the bowlers are and when the bowlers are coming on. Oh, and that's a wicket. Greg going for the big one, trying to go over the top, looking for the boundary option, and he's given his wicket away there. Another week. And lucky Greg's gone. At least he had a bit of aggressiveness in him, trying to look for the boundary option. And Shabir Malik has taken a good catch there, bowled by Jack England. Greg Alexander gone for 9. Next batter in is Faisal Javed. Hopefully Faisal can put some runs on the board for us and see us through. Need a big knock here from Faisal. Reese has decided he's not going to stick around and he's gone for the big run scoring option there. Some really good boundary fielding there. A little flick back and then a throw into the keeper.
Right there.
Still got a good crowd of 19 people watching. Thanks for joining us. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but yeah, it's good to see people getting involved and watching.
Right there.
If people are at loose ends, at least it's something to do on a Saturday. I know we'd much rather be out there playing cricket, but at least this fills the void of cricket and gives us something cricket related on a Saturday to do. Oh, well bowled. Getting Reese pushing on the front foot there, and he's just played and missed at it. Thomas Broom into the attack here. Left armour. looking to change the line of attack a little bit. And his umpire gonna, yeah, that is a wide. Maybe looking for a bit too much first up here. Get himself going and then maybe give himself a chance to attack a bit. Faisal looking to go big here for the first bit. Did you win your first 2 matches? Tom, no, actually we've lost our first 2 matches. First game I simulated it through dice cricket. Second game I did it through this, and unfortunately we've lost both of those games, so definitely looking for a win here today. Wide ball, first ball, nothing changes. I'm guessing you must bowl a few of those in a game. Yeah, so Tom, just to answer your question, no we didn't. It's not like I've rigged this game so we win it. It is, like I say, it's simulated, so the computer dictates which way the game's going to go and how teams are going to play. Geez, the crowd are going absolutely mental on the balcony there. Must be happy with the way Thurstonland are going, or they're extremely mad at the Elland boys for not pulling up their socks and performing here. He's tucked that one down towards fine leg. It's going to pick up a few runs here. They've picked up, have they picked up 2 there? Definitely don't see a 4 being on the cards there. It might be that there was a wedding on at Baines Hall and people have had a few drinks, so they're dancing around on the balcony. Could be a possibility, Carl. He's just tucking that one off his legs towards square leg, just looking to rotate the strike again, keep that scoreboard ticking over, trying to knock down that overall total.
Right there.
Big shot there. Is the umpire going to be interested? No, he's not. He's shaking his head saying, not interested at all. Go back to your mark. Punched into the offside there. Nothing off the bat. Reese 7 off 32 balls. 33 balls. Going to be looking to push on a bit here. I know Faisal will be looking to support and maybe take that leading role. Has Reese, oh, he's found the inside edge there, down to fine leg. And got himself back for 2, some good running there. Making sure the fielders don't relax. Definitely looking at keeping a tight attacking line here, making sure the batsman plays at every ball, not letting the batsman relax. That's going to be a big shot here now. Have they convinced the umpire? No, umpire's not convinced. It looked close. Don't know if the Thurstonland lads are going to be happy with that call from the umpire. It's gone for the same shot 2 balls in a row. not learn from the first ball there. Tom is happy with himself there. Feels like he's worked the batter out.
Yes, catch it!
3 balls in a row and he's got one off the bat there. He's definitely working to a plan here, is Tom Brew. He's figured out the batsman's weakness. Now just needs to make it work for him.
Yep.
Well played that by Reece, just tucked it into the leg side. Is he possibly going to pick up 2 for that? And he has, he's picked up 2 runs. Where's our 90-mile-an-hour bowler? The list that I got sent in classed all your bowlers as medium pace. So if your list got sent in and I had a few like medium fast or fast medium, that's what I would have put. But the list that I got sent in said medium bowlers, so that's what I said it as. It would be nice like if you could set a speed range on this game, so like if if you could almost make sure that bowlers were bowling in between a particular speed range for their quickest ball. Might be the next evolvement of the evolvement of this game, is trying to like select the speed range of where bowlers bowl at. Don't get 45 wickets bowling medium pace. I don't know, I struggle against medium pace. It's that confusing pace where you don't know whether to go after it or just wait for it. A lot of guys get stuck in the middle and play a big shot and get caught out, or they've played it too early and they get bowled, or they just push at it. And yeah, so it's not a bad style of bowling. Definitely keeps the game interesting. Would love it if Faisal could smash you out of the ground, Tom. It would mean some runs on the board, but just got to wait to see how this chase evolves. It's going steadily so far. I'd say the game's still in the balance here. Going to need to pick the run rate up at some point though, in order to keep the game in check. Don't want to fall too far behind the 8 ball. Oh, well bowled. This was really good, tight, well executed bowling outside that off stump. Making sure batsmen can't relax. Oh, good sea movement there, beating him between bat and pad. What's Faisal going to do here to Tom?
Yes.
Just tucked him down to fine leg there. Keeper's gone after it. He's going to need a good throw in here. Faisal's got himself 2 runs there. Elland look like they're going after this in a very particular way, very precise way of a run chase, in terms of not going too big, just looking to tip the singles over. But it's also Thurstonland are bowling very well here. Good tight lines, not allowing the batters too much space, and making sure the batters have to play at every ball. And as I say that, I think that's going to be given a wide. Yeah, that is a wide. So a little bit of commentator's curse there again, just praising the bowling, and then Tom decides to throw one down the leg side.
Yep.
Just keep that strike rotating. Reese has gone for the big shot there. Hasn't managed to time it, but that's maybe worked in his favour and he's got himself a single. One more ball left in this over. Oh, well bowled. Getting Faisal just to push on the front foot there and playing and missing out a ball that's bowled on a good tight line and off, just outside off stump. That fourth stump line. So after after 12 overs here, I would almost lean to saying that Thurstonland are in charge of the game so far, definitely controlling the run flow and definitely controlling the flow of the game. Going to need to see how the next 8 overs go and see if the change of ownership of the game gets taken over, because at the moment I would put Thurstonland in charge of this game. It would be nice if I could get one of those win predictors on here. Might be the next level that I up, or how I make this more interesting. Maybe get a bit more input and have a win predictor like they do in the international games. Get people voting and see who they think's gonna win the game. Punch with the back foot there into the offside for nothing. Faisal and Risha going along slowly, looking just at setting up a base maybe.
Right there.
Definitely going to have to make sure that scoreboard ticks over in order to get the runs on the board. Thurstonland doing a good job here of restricting the run flow. Like I said guys, if you're watching this and you're able to, if you could just like tag Elland Cricket Club on Twitter in your story, and then I can share it on our story. Or if you want to send me a picture on WhatsApp, I can then post it onto our Instagram account. It's just for that engagement and for community to show that us as Thurstonland and Elland are almost working together on this and doing something different. Get that involvement up. Do appreciate your guys' involvement though. And it's a free hit here, no ball. Can they get the runs that they need off this ball?
Yep. Catch.
.46 for 1 after 13.3. Definitely going to need to keep going like this, just making sure runs are ticking over though. Keep the game flowing. Tom Broom almost looking to attack here and make sure the batters keep playing.
Yep.
Looks like he's not unhappy with going for a few runs whilst trying to get a wicket maybe. He loves a no ball. It looks like it. He looks like he loves a no ball. I don't know if this is quite realistic or not. Another free hit. Maybe just trying that a little bit too hard. He's pushing that 70 miles an hour mark.
Right there.
Oh, good fielding there. Great fielding there in the ring. very realistic. Okay, good. At least I know I got, or this game's got something right. To the 14 people watching at the moment, appreciate it. I enjoy this engagement from the Thurstonland lads on the chat. It's good to have a little bit of the banter that's flying around in there.
Wet on.
Faisal and Reese definitely just happy to knock it around a bit here, just get themselves in, and then maybe looking to go at it a little bit later, trying to build that confidence.
Yes.
Oh, Faisal's gone for the big shot there. Can they pick up two, or are they just going to go for the one? Looks like they've just picked up the one off that ball. The bowling from Thurstonland has been very good here, making sure they keep Elland on the slow here, not allowing Elland to get ahead of themselves in terms of run rate, and keeping the game in check. On the back foot there, trying to punch it through the offside, just beating the outside edge there. Faisal will be happy with that he hasn't got an edge on that one. Steve Smith bringing the drinks out for Thurstonland. Couldn't find a good enough placement, so just had Steve Smith drop in for today.
Waiting.
And we're going to need to look at upping the run rate here a bit. Thurstonland are doing well. Jordan's had a good 3 overs here. 3 overs for 6 runs. Depends if Steve Smith knows how to pour his drinks. That will depend on how good the passing us the sandpaper. Definitely had a whole roll in that drink carrier that I saw.
Falling.
He's found the outside edge there, but just hasn't got the reward for it.
Yep.
He's gone for the big shot again, just maybe hasn't timed it as well as he wanted to. Got himself off strike though, just rotating that strike. As you can see, those cherries on the bat, he hasn't exactly middled it. Hopefully once he's got his eye in, he'll middle them a bit more, because when he does start middling it, it's dangerous. And that last ball found the edge, but it's just gone to almost a backward point region there. Reese on the back foot, pushing it into the offside. Good bowling here though. I think the pace off the ball is what the batsmen are struggling with here. Struggling to get the ball going to the boundary. Thurstonland, gents, what do you rate of your guys' win chances in this game? Judging on how the game is at the moment.
Yes.
Just whip that onto the leg side towards a forward square leg for 1. Oh, he's got back foot 2, he's got back foot 2.
Right there.
Punch that to the offside. No run there. Well picked up at point there.
Right there.
You guys need a wicket and we need a few runs here. So with those two things thrown into the equation, anything's possible. On the back foot again, trying to punch it through the offside, just not finding the gap. Tom Broom says 60% Thurstonland, 40% Elland. I'm saying I think that's a good shot, especially the way it's panning out at the moment. I think you just need to up that run rate a little bit and maybe have 1 or 2 overs where we just almost pick up between 9 and 10 runs, 9 and 12 runs in an over, just to put that pressure or exchange of pressure back onto you guys. And that's got Faisal out. That's that wicket that Thurstonland were looking for, and he's played it onto his stumps. Really good bowling there. Always making the batsman play, and that's always going to ask questions. Well bowled. Next into bat is Kashif, another one of our new signings for the season. Hopefully he can steady the flow here and maybe get us a few runs. On the back foot straight away, trying to punch it through that extra cover region. It's really well bowled there, built the pressure and it's picked him up a wicket. Well bowled, Jordan.
Hey.
Oh. Trying to pull that one away to the boundary. So Elland are 55 for 2 after 18 overs. With 32 overs left to go, this game I would say is definitely in Thurstonland's favour at the moment. But who knows, eh? This game of cricket is amazing and it could swing either way from here. Hasn't looked for a single there. Good punch with the back foot. Just need to be looking to get a single, maybe drop it in the gap a little bit more instead of hitting it to the fielder. Might pick up a run. Big expansive shot there on the offside. Doesn't pick up anything though, has completely missed the ball.
Waiting.
Good bowling here from Thurstonland. Really good, tight, attacking, aggressive bowling. Not giving
Right there.
Elland a chance at all here to score a run. Looks like they've got a good plan set out and looks like they're on top of things. was a really good over there.
Yeah.
Oh, Kashif is looking to pile some runs on the board. Yeah, that's 4 runs off his 3rd ball. I think he might take the aggressor role here and look to get a few runs on the board as quickly as possible. Big shot there. Umpire's not interested though.
Yep. Yep.
Just need to keep the strike rotating and picking up a boundary option every now and again, just to get back on top of things here for Elland. Whilst Thurstonland just need to keep on going like they are and just keep the
Keeper.
runs from flowing.
Yep.
And he's nudged that onto the leg side and he's picked up 2 for it. It seems like the pace of the game's increased a little bit since Kashif has come in. Looks like Reese has also just upped his tempo a little bit.
Yeah.
It's maybe what Elland needed, was just an up in tempo. Looking for a sneaky single there. Not worth taking the risk though. So you still have 12 people watching. It's a good little crowd. Would be nice if it was at Elland in the sun. Get a bit of sun tanning done. And for the Thurstonland gents still watching, probably having a few laps whilst us Elland dads would probably be having a few laps whilst watching our batting now.
Yep.
I know Speaky would have done about 20 laps of the field already.
Catch it!
Oh, and he's whipped that off his legs as Reese. Can't even, and he hasn't found the boundary. It's good work around the boundary there to stop the ball from going all the way to the rope. Some really good bowling still here from Thurstonland. Jordan's on the money here, 1 for 16 after 6.1 overs. Kashif looking for the gap there in the offside, just looking to maybe find the boundary option there through the offside. I think most clubs would be happy with 263 in the first innings in a club game, especially at Elland. It's a very good score for Elland. Don't
White there.
find club cricket guys tend to be more defensive than aggressive. Obviously, teams that play at smaller grounds tend to try go a bit more aggressive. It brings out a good balance in teams, a good balance in competition, because obviously the size of grounds plays such a vital role in the flow of the game and how games develop. The bigger the ground is, obviously the smarter you have to be in terms of your boundary options, in terms of how you're going to pick up your runs, whereas the smaller grounds, you know, you can almost get away with murder, and therefore maybe go hard quite early, which can either bring you reward or it can maybe come out as an absolute disaster and get yourself out sooner than what you thought. So I think that's the interesting thing about club cricket. So in this game, say 263, probably a reasonable total, and from the way this chase is going, it looks quite realistic in terms of the fact that Thurstonland, who've never played at our ground before, or not very often, have gone quite aggressive and set up a good score, whereas us as Elland, because we play there every week, we're kind of going for a very precise and built up innings. So it's interesting just to see how this game develops from here. Obviously almost halfway through the game, and the game's still in Thurstonland's favour in terms of where teams are sitting, but it could go either way. That's the best thing about this game of cricket.
Right there.
Good punch into the offside there from Reese. Reese probably looking at just maintaining his scoring rate before he gets to 50. He'd be happy to get a 50 up on the board, but for the team, needs to look at putting on a big score here and upping the scoring rate. See a few people are dropping off now in terms of watching the live feed. I was assuming it was going to be happening around this time, guys needing to go do other things. I am going to be posting the result and scorecards and that on social media for the people that are watching, just so you can, if you're wanting to look at how you've done or to see how your mate's done, that will all be published. But once again, for the people that are still watching, do appreciate you joining in. It's good to see that there's a love for cricket outside of just watching it live or playing the game. People supporting the game of cricket, no matter what shape, form it's in. And Kashifa's found the boundary there. Got 4 runs. Shabir, if you're still watching, just seeing that you've followed us on Instagram, appreciate that. If you've got a picture of your setup, if you just want to send that through, I can then post it to our story.
Waiting.
I think this like slower pace bowling is definitely the advantage in this game. I think it's difficult to go after it. Like I said, I think in real life it's difficult to go after that medium pace bowling. Quick bowling, it's maybe a bit easier because all you need to do is get bat on ball and let the ball run off the face of the bat. Whereas with medium pace bowling, you've actually got to create a bit of bat speed whilst making sure your timing's good. Khalil's on your left arm Chinaman.
Waiting.
It's good to see a left arm Chinaman in the game. Don't see many of them.
Yeah. Right there.
If Kev's still watching, I just went and researched what dulcet tones was. Didn't actually know the meaning of it before you put it in your Instagram post. It's always good, you learn new things every day. Shabir do, yeah. I think Shabir may be on here to try get a breakthrough. Left arm seamer. Change of line, change of attack. Just by show of comments, who's still in here, just to give you a shout out. Who is still watching? A few people have obviously gone out to the shops and come back. Got a few more watching now again. I think one thing that's come out of this COVID-19 thing is just becoming more creative in a way. Trying to think of doing things differently. Trying to engage with people differently, and just engaging with people full stop. I think we're so busy in our day-to-day lives that very often we don't engage with people other than people in our household, whereas this we've had to try and engage with people through social media, through different forms of meeting other than face-to-face. A free hit there, so Shabir's given a free hit away. Let's see if Reese can make it count, put it away to the boundary. Just cut it onto the leg side. So pick up a single there. So Elland got 82 for 2 after 26 overs.
Right there.
So just over halfway in the game. Game's definitely in favour of Thurstonland here, I would say. So the balance is definitely to Thurstonland at the moment. Kashif just not timing that one as well as he probably wanted to. Oh, well bowled. That one's gone the other way, beating the bat.
Yep.
He's gone for the big shot there, looking for the boundary option. Maybe didn't time it as well as he wanted to. At least got himself off strike. Keep that scoreboard ticking. Keep the game in check here.
Wait. Hey. Wait there. Yep. Keeper.
Oh, almost picked the gap there. Very cheeky single there. Good running though. Good running from Kashif and Reese there.
Yep.
Little single into the leg side there. Making sure that that strike keeps rotating. Wonder out of these two is going to take the aggressor role, making sure the runs get put on the board here.
Here.
And I'm sure Thurstonland are just going to stick to their game plan of just keeping the batters tied up here and making the batters play at every ball, and hopefully that bringing a bit of risk and bringing a wicket for Thurstonland. Oof. Just kicked off up off the pitch there. Game's just died down a little bit. Both sides just settling in into the second innings here. Into the chase.
Yep.
It's a good shot from Reese for one, maybe two towards sweeper there. He's just got the one. Thanks to the 11 people still watching.
Wait.
Appreciate you joining us for the broadcast of this game. Good to see people getting involved. I wonder if umpire's call is going to be here. Big appeal, umpire not interested. Good to see all three stumps, so but anything is possible. Interesting shot that. Interesting appeal as well. Thurstonland desperate for a wicket here, obviously.
Yeah.
That sounded good off the bat. Oh, and that's some really good fielding on the boundary there, stopping the boundary. That looks certain to be 4 runs. Does that look quite realistic of your guys fielding Thurstonland, gents? Oh, playing miss outside the off stump there. Ball bowled. miss outside that off stump again. Good tight lines from Shabir here, making sure the batsman keeps playing at it. He's worked hard for a wicket here, Shabir. Kashif just tucking that into the leg side, getting himself off strike, resetting himself. 26 or 42 balls. Wouldn't be too unhappy with that. He just knows that he might need a kick on soon in order to keep the game going. Yeah. Bump ball there. Held my breath there for a second, thinking he just chipped it straight back to the bowler. He's found the edge, just hasn't gone to hand, unfortunately. And it's a drinks break again, and Ben Stokes has brought the drinks out for the Elland batters, just giving them some of advice, maybe to be a bit more aggressive like he was in the Ashes at Headingley, keep themselves in the game. I think that's maybe a bit of advice that he's giving. I think that is by far one of the best tests I've ever seen, and one of the best test innings I've ever seen is that absolute masterclass from Ben Stokes at Headingley. The way he took the attack to the bowlers and never once laid down and just thought, you know what, I'm just going to let the bowlers bowl at me. He made sure he took the attack to them, and I think that almost confused the bowlers a bit because they didn't know what to do, because everything they did try he had an answer for. I think that's the way cricket should be played. Oof, well bowled there, really well bowled. And I think that the support that Jack Leach gave Ben Stokes just shows how much of the mental side of the game plays, because I think his approach in that innings was to be mentally strong. Obviously physically wise, yeah, he had to be strong as well, but he had to play a good mental support role for Ben Stokes in order for Ben Stokes to be able to play the innings that he did. And that was another good ball, great ball there, keeping the batsman playing outside the off stump. Reece looking for a scoring option, not finding anything. Found the edge there again, just not enough pace on the ball to carry to the keeper.
Hey, nice bowling.
Oof, well bowled. Jordan, I tend to agree with you, but I hope not. I hope a wicket's not coming here. Shabir changing his line of attack, going around the wicket. Quite a difficult thing to play, a left armer coming around the wicket, because the ball tends to swing in and then move away. Makes it quite difficult to judge. It's also the line of the attack, it's quite direct when it does come at you. So good thought process here to come around the wicket, just change the batsman's setup.
Yep, catch.
Oh, Kashif's gone for the big shot. Oh, and he spooned it to deep extra cover, but deep extra cover's put it down. Great bowling, well planned. Just Fielder's let him down there a bit. Straight in and straight back out. Should be, I'm not too sure who dropped that. I was trying to get a look on the back of the shirt there. I couldn't see. Are you absolutely fuming, Shibia? I would not be happy.
Yep.
Oh, Reese is opening up a bit here now. Has he found the boundary? No. Thurstonland have set up a very good field here, unable to find the boundary anywhere. Probs Leo. I'm guessing Leo doesn't have the best pair of hands in. Oh, found the edge again, just not enough pace again to carry to keeper.
Yep, catch it!
He's playing a big shot there.
Keep up!
Still can't find the boundary though. Thurstonland covering all the boundary options here. Some good bowling to play in here.
Right there!
Well bowled. He's gone for the big one, and he still hasn't found the boundary. Just hasn't got enough on it again. Thomas Broom back into the attack here, left arm over the wicket. Hopefully can score a few runs from this over.
Yep.
Oh, he's found the bottom edge there, and that will run down to third man. Gonna need a big 17 overs here to chase down this total.
Right there!
Another dot ball, well bowled from Tom Broom here.
Yep.
Is he going to sneak two there? Can he sneak 2 runs in? No, he's only managed to get the single in. Oof, gone for the big shot there as Kashif. Missed out there because that was probably a ball to be punished.
Yep, catch it!
It's a good shot. Still can't find that boundary option though. Batter's just having a bit of a conversation in the middle there. Just telling each other to kick on a bit here. Definitely looked like the chat worked. Kashif going after that ball a little bit more. Definitely trying to go after it a bit more, just need to execute the shot a bit better. I agree with you, Speaky. Need to get it whacked a little bit more here in this last little bit. Otherwise, gonna fall well short here. Finding the outside edge there, but not going to any hands. Going down to short third man. Well bowled. A little bit of movement there again, and managed to get it to beat the bat. Tom Broom bowling again, coming around the wicket.
Yep.
On Kashif has found the inside edge there, and it runs away for 4 runs. That's what we need, a little bit of aggression. Let's get these balls travelling. Lucky that one to miss the stumps, but that's what you need in this game of cricket, is a bit of luck. Proper shot. It's effective, it works. It gets the bowlers back up though. Oof, gone for the big shot there, bump ball. Keeper's got his hands on it.
Yep.
Good shot there from Kashif. Can they pick up 2? They're just going for the single. Oh, and they've snuck through for 2. Upping the intensity a bit here, trying to get a few more runs on the board.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's got another inside edge. And is it going to run away for 4 again? Was I think Fielder might just catch up with it. Yeah, just stopped it off there. 2 little cheeky inside edges us over, helping getting the runs tick over a bit. Reese just looking to rotate the strike now, and he's got himself on strike for the next over.
Yep.
14 overs left to go.
Keeper.
Elland 116 for 2, chasing 263. And that's a free hit again.
Hey, nice.
well bowled, making sure that that free hit or that no ball wasn't too costly.
No. Yep.
That equation's looking quite difficult. 143 from 79 balls. It does mean that this could be an entertaining last 13 overs though, because we could see some shots, some big shots coming out here, or we could just see the chase turning into nothing. Could go either way. I must say the bowling from Thurstonland has been extremely good. Found the edge there again, and it hasn't carried to the keeper. I wonder if the keeper will think to maybe stand up a little bit more.
Yep.
Well worked to the leg side there. Going to need more than singles though to win this game.
Right there.
Can't find the gap at all here. Keep hitting the fielders. Going to need to come up with a different plan. Maybe instead of looking for the big boundary options, just looking to rotate strike.
Yep. Yeah.
Just found the gap there. Possibly the way to go, just trying to find as many gaps and then looking for the boundary option when you can. Well batted Reese. 50. Would have been happier if it was off a few less balls, but if you carry your bat through and win us the game, anything is possible. Thurstonland lads will be happy with his batting effort, because it's taken him almost triple the amount of balls to get to that number, but 50 is well played. Just needs to now make it count and turn this into a win for Elland. Kashif looks like he's looking to try get a few big shots in here.
Yep.
Swept that towards a car corner region. Probably picked up 2 and he has. Trying to whip that one around. It's just found the bottom of the bat. Don't think he's timing them as well as he would like to. In the Elland WhatsApp group chat, it's getting a bit fiery. Need some runs here is pretty much the outcome of that chat. and almost need Thurstonland to pick up a wicket here, maybe to up the ante. Or was umpire going to give that a wide? And it is. It's given that one a wide, just pushing that wide line a bit too much. Keeping him playing outside that off stump. It's going to be a big effort from Elland here to get this total in the 50 overs.
Yep, catch!
And Reese has gone for the big one.
Keeper!
And he still hasn't found the boundary. Some good boundary fielding though to save that from going over. And well bowled again from Shabir. Good lines, keeping the batsman playing.
Yep.
Just plonk that back over the bowler's head. He's going to pick up a single for that. We need a miracle here, do us Ellanders. Something needs to happen. Need a few big overs here.
Yep, catch it!
Oh, that's a good shot from Kashif. And that goes for 4. That's exactly what we need. A few more of those in an over and we'll be more than happy. Keep the runs ticking over, keep the boundaries coming in, and keep the game at 50-50, because at the moment I'm saying it's about 80-20. I don't know what you guys think that are watching. 80-20, I think we're setting that. 80% Thurstonland win, 20%
Yep,
Elland win. Reese has gone after it again. Oh, and he's spooned it to Carcorn, and Carcorn has put it down. That is a pity. Bowlers working to a plan here, and fielders not playing game. Hands a little bit below his eyes. Not a good effort there. Not a good effort at all. Found the outside edge.
Yep, catch it!
Reese has gone for another big one. And has he found the boundary? Has he found the boundary? Yes, and it's gone for 4. I think the attitude has changed in the batters here. I think they might look at going after it a bit more by the looks of it. Yep, with that shot it definitely looks like Reese is up the ante here. Looks like he's changed his game plan, going against Khalil here a bit more.
Yep, catch!
Try to get a hold of that one, trying to get it to the boundary at that deep backward square leg, but just didn't get enough on it.
Yeah!
Has Kashif got enough of that one? No.
Forward!
There's fielders wherever we hit the ball. It's good effort in the field here from Thurstonland. He's played and missed at that one. With 9 overs to go, Elland need 120. 120 in 9 overs. Sorry, 8.5 overs. Just to be correct.
Keeper!
And that's a wicket, which brings Rohan Randall to the crease. And first ball up, he's gone after it. Looks like he's in to up the tempo. Can't lose from here. Retired hurt. That is tactical. Just so you know, I don't have any input in the game. I'm literally sitting on my couch watching with my headphones on, giving a little bit of commentary. But it possibly is tactical from the captain's side in the game. He maybe saw that it wasn't doing too well, said, pretend as though you've pulled the hammy, come off, let's get Rohan Randall in. To be fair, having played this game for a little while, I didn't actually know batsmen could retire hurt. Never seen it happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good fielding there for his own bowling, not allowing the batters anything here. It's good aggressive cricket here from Thurstonland.
Yep, catch it.
That's a big shot from Kashif. It's gone for the boundary option. Looks like Elland are on a mission now to knock these runs off. Well batted by Kashif. That's 50 up for him. First 50 for Elland. Well played.
Yep, catch it.
He's gone again. Is that another boundary scoring option? And it is. Speaky says, Rodefa gave it the usual, I'm just going to smash it today, lads, before coming out to bat. Yeah, but he normally says that and then blocks the first 3 balls. And we don't see that aggressiveness. Whereas today, at least he's stuck to his word of smashing it when he comes out. It's good to see, actually. It's refreshing. Maybe he's changed his mindset for this season, or 2021. Dot ball. Rose definitely not sticking around here. Well bowled. Not giving the batsman room for anything.
Waiting.
Just need Kashif to kick on a bit here, get us a big over or two, and get Elland back into the game, because Thurstonland have bowled really well and made sure they've kept the game in their favour, really. Haven't done too much wrong in this innings, and batted really well in the first innings. Oh, well bowled again. That tight outside off line, making sure the batsman plays and not giving him enough room to just free his arms.
Wait.
that's a big wicket. Big wicket there, well bowled. That line definitely kept him interested, and it's picked up the wicket of Kashif. If club cricket had a second look, maybe would have given that a second look in the game, but caught by Appleyard, and Kashif is off. Jacob Bauer comes into bat now. This has been very good bowling from Thurstonland. We're hoping Jacob will go from ball one here, try to get us into the game, because at this rate the game's starting to slip away from us slowly but surely.
Yeah.
He's picked up a sneaky single there. And with 6 overs to go, Elland need 102, with Jacob Bauer and Rohan Randhawa at the crease.
Yep. Catch.
Booth is now bowling. Bauer's gone for the big shot there, but only got one to sweeper.
Yeah. Ball up.
No ball. Free hit, which gives Elland an opportunity here to go for a boundary option. Can they make it count? That is the question.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's just tucked it away for a single. Looks like the crowd's come back for the last few overs here. They're looking to see if Elland can recover, or if
Yep.
Thurstonland can run away with this game from here.
Yeah. Catch. Ball up. Yep.
.93 from 31 balls. It's looking a little bit more difficult to do that now. We need a miracle to happen here, do Elland. Thurstonland just need to keep going like they are, and they'll walk away with this game.
Wait. Waiting.
Oh, cannot find the gap. This game's definitely slowly slipping away, falling more and more into the clutches of Thurstonland. It's going to take an absolute miracle from here for Elland to walk away with a W. It's a good shot. And it's a no ball. If I can make something off of this no ball, it would be good.
Yeah, yeah. Keep up!
Hasn't managed to find the boundary, but at least picked up a few runs. And it's another no ball. Jeez. Maybe the pressure of the last 5 overs is getting to Shabir here a little bit. Needs to stick on plan here because he's bowled really well this innings. .84 from 26 balls. Still need a miracle.
Yep.
That's not gonna run away to the boundary, but can they pick up 3 runs from this one? It would be good if they could pick up a 3. It's good running from the batters there. Little cheeky Chinese cut or inside edge down towards fine leg, and they've picked up 3. He's gone for the reverse sweep and it hasn't worked for him. Four overs to go, 82 needed. Looks like the game's out of Elland's hands here now.
Yeah.
He's tucked that under his elbow for 1 to square leg. Need more than just singles now. Looking at more than just singles in and over.
Yep. Catch.
It's nice and aggressive. Is it going to find the boundary? Yes, it's found the boundary. A few more of those are over, and who knows? And they haven't even stolen a single for the one that's come off. I think it was the helmet. Happy just to watch it drop in space for no run.
Yeah. Catch.
Same ball, similar outcome,
Keep up.
and they've got one off that ball.
Yeah. Catch it.
Jacob's gone for a big shot there, and it's going to race away for 4. So batter's definitely looking to keep Elland in the game here. Just think it's maybe a little bit too late. Needed about 5 overs ago if you wanted to have a chance of winning this game. And Thurstonland have bowled way too well to even give us a chance of going at this game.
Yep.
Got the little outside edge, possibly looking for 2, maybe just going to stick with the 1 for there. Yeah, only managed to pick up a single off that ball. So it was 70 needed off 17. It's looking a little bit beyond doubt here.
Yep. Catch it.
Except Jacob's not sitting back, he's still trying to go after it. Did that go over? No, fielder stopped it. Good effort, they've picked up 3 runs there. Definitely maybe needed to go 4 or 5 overs early here to keep Elland in the game.
Yeah.
Through for 1 there. 66 needed or 14 balls. Can the impossible become possible? And it's not looking like it. And it's a no ball. A little breath of fresh air there for Elland. Another run scoring opportunity. Jordan hasn't been given too many bad balls. Oh, and the outer ring fielding hasn't been the best today. Had a few catches put down. Bowlers creating opportunities. Obviously that was a free hit, so it didn't count, but field is still not up to the grind. And that was a captain. I don't know if captain would be too happy with himself.
Yep, catch
And
it.
he's gone for a big one here. It's gone straight. Has it cleared. And it's gone for 4 runs. So that free hit has cost so 59 needed of 12 balls.
Yep, catch.
Oh, and that's an edge. Well bowled. It's that good tight line outside the off stump again. And got themselves a wicket. It looked like the game could go anyway there with these two in. Now that Bauer's out, game's possibly over, but who knows, with Ben Speak coming in, the man with a plan. Let's see if he can keep the game on track here. Oh, I think that's a little bit of game over now. Game, set, match. Oh, no ball. Speaky needs a 6 every ball here to win the game for Elland. Thurstonland have done really well here, bowled really well throughout the innings, made sure that they never relented the game to Elland really. Oh, and is that gonna? It's just snuck to the boundary. So with 7 balls left, Elland need 49. Which means it's impossible unless there are loads of no balls in the next 7 balls. Only way Elland can stay in this game. This is what the people came to see. Definitely came to see you swing the bat, Speaky. back on. Another 4 runs there. So he's come in and delivered. Might just be that little bit too late. A little bit too late. We're relying on no balls here.
Yeah. Catch it.
Oh, and it's just snuck to the boundary. Class, I blame the skipper for the loss. Yeah, batting order, maybe need to have a look at it for next week. Maybe a change in mindset from the batting order. Maybe a bit conservative at the start, which left us in a bit of grief now towards the end. And that's really well bowled again. Can absolutely say that Thurstonland have bowled really well here in this innings.
Yep.
Made sure that they controlled the game, and it's given them the W. They've walked away with the W from a good solid performance, batting and bowling wise. Oh, one that's drifted in, got Speaky on the thigh pad.
Yep. Catch.
He's got it just over mid-wicket's head there, and he's got 2 runs from that. Oof. And they're going for TV umpire, because club cricket, since we've been away during COVID, has progressed so much that we now have TV umpires for when we get back, just in case anyone was wondering. And that is the difference between having a TV umpire and not. So Rohan Randhawa ran out for 34, 30 balls after a TV replay. Dale McMillan, our captain, walks to the crease to face not a single ball.
Yep.
And that is the game. Well done to Thurstonland for the win. As you can see, Thurstonland Club won by 37 runs. Really good effort overall. Once again, thanks so much to Thurstonland for getting involved, for sending me your team, for being so good in terms of the input that you gave me, and yeah, hopefully second game up in the season, maybe it'll be outdoors, but if not, once again it will be streamed live on here, and I will create your ground so it will be played at Thurstonland and not at Elland next time. But thanks so much, appreciate it. Have a good rest of your afternoon, and next weekend it will be Elland versus Shelley, and it will be live on here. If you are at loose ends, give it a watch. But thanks so much for your time today, and keep well. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you joining in. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the season. And yeah, if if we happen to not be playing outdoors for the rest of the season, and you need to come to us for the rest of the season, the game will be live on this YouTube channel. So thanks so much and appreciate it. Cheers lads.